I like you. Who are you with?
Turning Point USA, sir.
Well, they're very good. Turning Point, Charlie. It's very good. That's what I call a good question, fellas. 1 out of 10, John. 1 out of 10, but that's a really good question.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you the best political highlights from the USA and the most trending moments you don't want to miss. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's dive right in. President Trump will decide within 2 weeks whether the U.S. will get involved in the Israel-Iran air conflict, the White House said Thursday. Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt said the decision depends on the potential for negotiations with Iran.
Now, regarding the ongoing situation in Iran, I know there has been a lot of speculation amongst all of you in the media regarding the president's decision-making and whether or not the United States will be directly involved. In light of that news, I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks." That's a quote directly from the president for all of you today.
Karoline Leavitt announced that President Trump set a new record in May, with 0 illegal aliens released into the United States, marking a major milestone in his border enforcement policy.
According to newly released numbers, last month, Border Patrol saw a 93% decrease of illegal aliens crossing the southwest border between ports of entry from May 2024 under Joe Biden, when they encountered more than 117,000 illegal aliens. And this particular statistic is absolutely astounding. In the month of May, under the Trump administration, 0 illegal aliens were released into our country by Border Patrol. Let me say that again. Not a single illegal alien was released into the interior of the United States of America last month under this administration. Let's contrast that to Joe Biden's failed leadership, where immigration officers were wasting their finite time and resources processing dangerous illegal aliens for release into the United States. President Trump immediately terminated that reckless Biden-era practice that undermined the rule of law, jeopardized public safety and our national security, and diverted critical resources away from stopping deadly drugs and violent criminals from entering our country.
Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office on Wednesday, President Trump responded to questions about his meeting with Pakistani officials. He praised the leadership of both India and Pakistan for taking steps to de-escalate tensions between the two nations.
The reason I had him here, I wanted to thank him for not going into the war, just ending the war. And I want to thank Prime Minister Modi, just left, just a little while ago, just left. And we're working a trade deal with India. We're working a trade deal with Pakistan.
At a Wednesday Oval Office press conference, President Trump highlighted improved border numbers and promoted legal immigration, saying, "They have to say they love America." He also praised a reporter for asking a great question, adding that he liked her.
On the southern border, you've had record low numbers for the month of May, 95 apprehensions, 0 releases, compared to that of the previous administration exactly a year ago, more than 60,000 releases. What do you attribute that success to?
I like you. Who are you with?
Turning Point USA, sir.
Well, they're very good. Turning Point, Charlie. It's very good. That's what I call a good question, fellas. 1 out of 10, John. 1 out of 10, but that's a really good question. And people are coming in, but they have to come in legally. Like some of these guys behind me, they have to come in legally. And if they come in legally, we want them. They have to say they love America, they love our country. And if they can't say that, we don't want them.
Speaking to reporters on Wednesday, President Trump addressed growing concerns over tensions between the United States and Iran. When asked to reassure Americans worried about potential retaliation at home, Trump emphasized that the U.S. would not get involved in the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel.
Well, I don't want to get involved either, but I've been saying for 20 years, maybe longer, that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time. And I think they were a few weeks away from having one. And they had to sign a document. I think they wish they signed it now. It was a fair deal. And now it's a harder thing to sign, It's a lot of water over the dam. But, it's very, I say it very simply. Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. Too much devastation. And they'd use it. I believe they'd use it. Others won't use it. but I believe they'd use it. So that's it. It's very simple as far as I'm concerned. They can't have a nuclear weapon.
And then domestically, Missouri Senator.